Libra. Spirit has us doing a love reading today, y'all. And we coming from the book of Luther Vandross. If you grew up in the 1900s like I did, then you know, and you listen to R&B, you know who Luther is, Luther. And we're coming from the scripture of, oh my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. Never too much. Yeah, Libra, because you never too much. It's there's not enough love that you can't have and give and receive. That's what that song is about. It's giving and receiving, not giving and taking. Unconditional love, affection, and being in a reciprocal relationship. And we are not just going to limit to that. We can even talk about the love of ourselves and giving and receiving for ourselves, right, Libra? So keep in mind of this when we're communing with spirit and they're letting us know what is never too much for you when it comes to love. I'm Shauna. This is your highest good tarot. Welcome or welcome back. This message is for everybody, and that's okay. Take it as it resonates. What's the situation for Libra spirit surrounding their never too much love situation? All right, so we have the Fool here, and we have Harmony. Harmony is this deck's version of Temperance. And then we have the Nine of Axes or the Nine of Swords. This is interesting, Libra. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Blues. Not the person, but the King of Cups. You know, the King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally intelligent, emotionally stable. Um, somebody who is generous with love and compassion, you know, those things. It's not a situation where you have to beg, and they're not breadcrumbing type individuals. And this is outside of um, gender identity and biological sex. This person knows that they are whole. This person knows that their cup is in overflow emotionally. This is somebody who is on the other side of things. And I don't mean like on in the 5D. This is somebody who's here, you know, in the 3D, but on the other side of things for you. Yeah. Let's go to your because I am my apologies. I had to cough. But I'm getting a sense that this person, it's not you. It's somebody outside of you. This may also be, you know, the shadow side of the King of Blues or the King of Cups is a person who knows, you know, has that emotional intelligence, but they know how to use it too. So they can be somebody who's manipulative. And that's what I'm hearing. Like Spirit has me focused on this King of Blues shadow. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's coming in strong. So maybe you are dealing, Libra, with somebody who is dealing with somebody who is, you know, although emotionally intelligent, they can be very manipulative and use your emotions, what you're feeling, with your experiencing against you so that they can get their way. So we have the Fool, harmony or temperance, and the Nine of Axes here. And what I'm hearing is that this person wants an imbalanced relationship. They want you to essentially be a fool for them. They want, and it's stressing you out because this person on one side of things can be kind. They can be, loving. They can be a pretty good partner when they want to be, but most of the time, they're being an asshole. And it feels like this is you who is holding on to those times. That's kind of what keeps you going in between those asshole moments, those little gems, little baby gems of non asshole moments where this person is kind and generous, but it's more so to their benefit to keep you on the hook. Let's clarify this King of Blues, and then we're going to get into the like, what's the never too much, Shauna? You were talking about like all this good shit, but what is the never too much part? Can we clarify this King of Blues? Yeah, I'm not one to throw, that's the devil. I'm not the one to throw the word narcissist around because I work in mental health. Um, but this person definitely has a personality disorder, maybe undiagnosed, and I'm not the one to diagnose them. But if this is somebody who, when things are going their way, everything is seemingly keen, and cool, but as soon as you say no, or as soon as you're not showing up, your shit ain't shit. You're like garbage, and they treat you as such. This person may also, um, they're toxic. And this person may also have some level of addictive personality as well, whether it's attention, something illicit, you know. Yeah. So what is my mother? Yep. I ain't even I was about to go through it, but Spirit was like, check the bottom of the deck. Eight of Axes is the Eight of Swords. So not only do we have the part where they got you stressed out, they got you in your head too, thinking that this is what you deserve. This is as good as it gets. This is, you know, this is how they show love. Nah, this is how they serve themselves. This is how they get what they want out of you. But we're not going to harp on that. We're going to get to the part, never too much. We're gonna turn this into a positive here. What's the never too much? Now we got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Blues right here. We have the Eight of blues or the Eight of Cups. Ooh, King of Roots. This is somebody else, y'all. You know who the King of Roots is? That's the King of Pentacles. You heard me. Just in case you don't like the word pentacles, coins. Yeah, roots, somebody who's grounded, who's stable emotionally. Bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Blues. That's the Six of Cups here. So this may be somebody that you already know from the past, but actually what I'm getting here, what Spirit's telling me, this is actually a divine an ancestral um connection. Some of you have some benevolent ancestors making moves on your behalf. And not just that, like, look, you see that translucent bubble? It's like a bubble of safety. It's a bubble of peace. Look at how jolly and joyous and just peaceful and content they are together. So some of you have a benevolent ancestor or a whole, shoot, let's be honest, a whole team making moves on your behalf. But it's going to require some work. It's going to require some work. The Queen of Cups is somebody who focuses on her own cup, and keeping it in overflow. That means living a life of fulfillment, a life of knowing that you are already complete and you don't need anybody to complete you. And this is regardless of your gender identity and regardless of your biological sex. So there's that side of the Queen of Blues, the Queen of Cups here. She is emotionally stable and emotionally fulfilled and emotionally intelligent. And I'm not getting any negative vibes off of this, but that's where your team, the universe, your benevolent ancestors, they want to get you to that level of knowing your wholeness, knowing you're a whole ass cake, a whole cake. Without the icing, you're a cake. Without the pot of sugar, you're a cake. Without the filling, you're a cake. you know, it's like you're still a cake. All that other stuff, makes it more enticing. It makes it overflow, the icing, the frosting, all the things, the filling. But before that, it's still a cake. It's still a cake. You are whole. And what they want you to see is that there is some shit that you gotta leave this emotional relationship to get to this stable place. Not where you are just stable, because when you see your wholeness and you recognize that and you walk in it, it takes you to another level of elevation and abundance, stability emotionally and financially. But also on the other side of that, there's somebody who matches your energy, who's grounded. But it does require you to hit that dirt road and not being all, because we're leaving the cups there. We're leaving the emotional and toxicity there. We're not taking it with us. Hence the cups are still on the table, so there's no back and forth. One place your folks ain't trying to get you to go this year is back and forth with people. It's the disconnect emotionally. Yeah. So this, which one? So they want me to focus on the King of Roots and what energy they're bringing to, you know, a relationship with you. Like, what's the energy surrounding them? Yeah, and I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Spirit, what is the energy surrounding this King of Roots energy for Libra? What is the energy surrounding this King of Roots that is on the other side of this toxic ass relationship for Libra? Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, this has come out quite a bit, Libra. Higher purpose. This is somebody who is mature. Like I said, they are grounded. This is somebody, the King of Roots. They are the King of Pentacles. They're the King of Coins. So they are abundant, not just emotionally. They know they are whole. They know they are high valued, and they have surrendered. There's some level of spiritual surrender. This is somebody that can grow with you. They have learned spiritual lessons, and they are applying it to their lives. So there's some wisdom there. They know that they are whole and complete, and they don't have to complete you, because you don't have to complete them. They're following their purpose, and this person may even help you find and follow yours. What else about this King of Roots on the other side for Libra here? Ooh, big appetite. Big appetite. Get y'all to see that here. Big appetite. This is somebody, never too much. We talking about Luther. We coming from the book of Luther Vandross. And this is somebody who can't get enough of you. They can't get enough of you. They want Libra all the time. Not to say that they can't live an independent life. We ain't talking about codependency, but the affection, the love, they can't get enough, and they cannot give enough. They can't. It's never too much that they can give to you. They're generous. They're generous in more ways than one, is what I'm hearing. You know what I'm talking about. Anything else about this King of Roots for Libra that's coming towards them for this never too much reading? Coming from the book of Luther, y'all. Coming from the book of Luther. Ooh, but you got to cut that soul tie. You got to cut it. You got to cut that soul tie. Remember this 8 of Cups. That means you are emotionally disconnecting from whoever this toxic King of Cups relationship is for you, Libra. You got to cut that codependency. You have to cut that low vibrational relationship. It's no back and forth. None of that. Because this King of Roots, whoever he, she, they are, they're not going to deal with it. They're not going to deal with, tainted love. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. Because they're not coming to you with tainted love. You won't have time to be apprehensive. I love you, but I like you, but what? Like, but what? You rather stay in toxicity? I mean, it's your choice. You still have free will. But remember, this is a divinely guided situation. Your benevolent ancestors have their name all over it. But it is your choice. Y'all hear that? It's your choice. It's your choice. Always your choice, Libra. Always your choice. Yeah. So let's get some advice here. And then, yeah, I'll let y'all get to it. What's the advice here for Libra spirit? Libra, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you would like a personal reading, there are multiple options available. Send me an email and I will email you what those options are and the way to get the one that you want. Advice for Libra, please. Ooh. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Three of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, Libra, we have the Page of Swords. This is about your perseverance through heartache. Because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is a card of perseverance. It's a card of patience and being patient with yourself. Being patient with the process. But the Knight of Pentacles is also a dependable and trustworthy knight. He is intentional. And this is a situation where you have to be intentional with the things that you say, intentional with the things that you do, intentional towards yourself and your growth to mend, yourself from this toxic situation. You have to be safe with yourself before you can be safe with somebody else. Even though this situation is being put in the works by the universe, your spirit team, for your highest good, you have to put in the work to be safe with yourself, be vulnerable with yourself, love on yourself. That never too much attitude towards yourself. It starts with you. At the bottom of the deck here, we have that Page of Swords. This is somebody who, remember, this person is very manipulative and they are watching. They pay attention, they take notes, just so they can adapt in the situation. Adapt and overcome. I think that's one of the things that a part of one of the things that people learn in the military. This person could be in the military, not to say anything about folks who are in the military, but they do learn how to adapt and overcome. And this may be something that this person applies to, getting what they want and staying on top and keeping people underfoot to benefit them. Yeah, all folks in the military aren't, don't have personality disorders and aren't selfish assholes. You know, you just happened upon one, as we all could do, as anybody in the military could do. They are everywhere and they are in everything. People like that. So be careful, because whatever this person does to come at you, it's a setup. It's a setup. This is just one last thing, and then I'll let you go for real. What's the energy surrounding this king? What are the thoughts towards Libra that this King of Cups has? Thoughts towards Libra, the King of Cups has. You're going to get you like one or two. Thoughts towards Libra that this King of Cups has. Just to confirm. Thoughts towards Libra spirit from the King of Cups. Thoughts towards Libra from the King of Cups. Thoughts towards Libra from the King of Cups. Yeah. You know, people they aren't genuine. This person is avoidant. This person um doesn't want anything serious. Even if they made a commitment to you, they haven't committed in their mind, you know? This person is full of shit. The card says full of shit and telling tales as tall as you are. Full of shit and telling tales as tall as you are. That's where they're coming from because it benefits them. Listen, and at the bottom of the deck, keep you on the back burner, keep you confused, just in case you were wondering. But hey, you still have a choice. Free will always exists. Spirit says that's it, you know? I hope you choose you. But if you don't, we'll still hold space for you, Libra. No judgment, I promise. We've been there and have. I hope it helps, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Until next time, Libra. Bye.